Now comes the third habit. Because without having all this particular knowledge and the awareness in the brain, what we are going to do in the management is of no use. Because anybody can be a manager, driven by external forces. Anybody can be a manager just doing the task, being forced by either the people of authority or due to the circumstances or due to many other reasons. But an effective leader becoming a manager makes the whole difference, because leadership is more about having the right vision, following the mission, putting that mission into action plan. That's the reason effective leader must be the manager, not just some XYZ becoming a manager. Because today a lot of companies are failing and suffering because there are too many managers, but there are very few leaders. It's not the title that is making you leader. It's the personality and the character ethic which are inside the person which are making the leader effective or ineffective. Okay. Now if you come to the personal management, because so far we have been looking at the principles of the vision, principles of leadership. Now we are talking about principles of management. After leadership comes the management. Again, small recap. Habit 1, you are the creator, you are the leader. Habit 2, you do the first creation, you lead with your right brain. Now third habit. This is talking about putting first things first. What are first things? Okay, I know that I want to put whatever I feel as important as the first thing. But is it the first thing? Is here is the meaning of first being important? Yes, it is. Okay, but before that, if you just correlate between habit 2 and habit 3, you just see that you do the first creation with habit 2, you lead with right brain. You do the second creation with habit 3, you manage with the left brain. Let us remember this point. Despite all the positive stuff we spoke about habit 1 and habit 2, despite all the positive learnings we had about having the right vision, having the right roles, mission, statement, goals, everything else, what if you don't put them into practice? This is the problem which management has to solve. Just remember this sentence which is appearing at the bottommost part of the slide. Ideation without execution is nothing more than a mere delusion. So even if you made the best plan, even if you had the best vision, even if you have the right principles in your mind, if you are not putting them into action, if you are not actually creating them in the real world, that means you still made the mental creation. But if you are not coming forward to make these mental creation manifest in the form of a physical or a real creation, it's just a delusion, isn't it? It's just a dream. Yes, dreams are important. Yes, dreams need to be positive. Yes, dreams need to be big. But what if they stay just as dreams? No, it's total waste of your life and energy. You need to convert your dreams into actionable steps which leads to fulfillment of your goals. So ideation without execution is nothing more than a mere delusion. There are certain traits which a good leader and a manager, so a leader manager shall possess. What are those? We understood that leadership uses the 3 human endowments, which are the self-awareness, the imagination, and the conscience. These are all the inner thinking and inner processes happening. There is also the 4th one, which is inner, but this helps you to work outwardly. This is the independent will. So the moment you feel, yes, I must do this, you will do that. If you sincerely feel, I don't need this, you don't need that. So independent will is such a thing which will make you do some decision. So this decision making power is actually coming from your independent will. So a person who is shy from taking decisions, he will never be a successful manager. So see, just correlate. You are unable to take decisions. Why many people are unable to take decisions in the first place? Many people are unable to take decisions because they don't have the awareness of whether they are doing right or wrong. If I decide X or Y or A or B, whether A is correct or B is correct, many people have this dilemma always. They don't even know whether they are doing the right thing or not. That's the reason, if you have got the leadership already embedded in your mind, then you are never shying away from your decisions. And that decision making skill is what makes a manager a manager. And if that same decision making is done effectively using the leadership in mind, principles in the right perspective, then these decisions will always be effective decisions. And once these effective decisions are made, your independent will is helping you to make more and more of those decisions. Because this willpower is a tricky thing. If you are achieving success, if you are feeding back to your mind that you are exercising your willpower, the willpower grows. If you are continuously failing and you are feeding to your brain that you are losing out continuously, you are unable to do your tasks properly, then your willpower shrinks. You cannot do anything. You cannot fulfill any commitment. So that's the reason we had made this much of the recap on the leadership thinking. Leadership thinking is the right input, and with that in your mind, with that power, you are trying to do the decision making here, and decision making is that which is going to help you for doing any of your activities. So effective management in this case is putting first things first. So for understanding your first thing, you need leadership. The moment you understand your first thing, how you put your first thing ahead of anything else is the actual management exercise. So first things are the most important and valuable things. How did we know them? Through our leadership. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video.